Hello, this is Adam Dudley with Nucleus Security, here to give you a quick overview of the Security Scorecard integration for Nucleus. When a user first logs into Nucleus, they're usually going to land on this project dashboard. This is a high-level overview of a lot of the statistics within this particular collection of vulnerability and asset data. As you can see, we have multiple sources connected up to this demo project, a variety of different platforms that generate vulnerability data, Security Scorecard being one of them. And let's go see where someone would set up their Security Scorecard connector. We go under Project Administration, Connector Setup. I'm going to scroll down and find the Security Scorecard connector. And all they're going to do is enter an API token and confirm the integration, and then go to data ingest to ingest by connector. And so when they import via connector, customers will just select the Security Scorecard connector and then just decide how they want to import their data. If they want to import everything, they can just do that. And they can do this one time or continuously, like most of our customers do. Once that data starts coming in from Security Scorecard, you're going to end up with a list of assets and vulnerabilities coming in from Security Scorecard. We take a quick look at asset management, and we want to filter by assets that were discovered by Security Scorecard, or at least ingested from it. We can do that. Asset grouping is a big part of Nucleus, and so as you can see here, certain organizations will segment their assets in many different ways. In other systems, it's called tagging, and if tags are set up in Security Scorecard, we can inherit those tags and group them accordingly in Nucleus. If we drill into the asset details here, what we're going to see is the main attributes of this particular asset, including risk attributes, which contribute to the Nucleus risk scoring algorithm. And if we scroll down, as you can see, we have room for defining the owner of this asset, the support team, and so on. You can also see the additional metadata that we're bringing in from Security Scorecard. As I'll show you in a few moments, this is leveraged in different queries, reporting, and most importantly, automation. But now if we jump over to vulnerabilities, this is where a lot of Nucleus customers spend their time. We can go ahead and filter and just look at the vulnerabilities that came in from Security Scorecard with this quick filter here. And then we have all the Security Scorecard vulnerabilities. We can drill into any of these, see all the different details that came in from Security Scorecard, in addition to the various sources of vulnerability intelligence and information that we enrich with. You can see the different instances of this vulnerability affecting the various assets sitting in Nucleus. You could also get an update on tickets. You can take action on these assets or these instances of the vulnerabilities individually, but most people in Nucleus are using automation. So finally, if we jump over to automation, we're going to see how the metadata that I showed you coming in from a Security Scorecard asset can be leveraged in finding processing. I set up a demo rule here, automation rule. If we look at how that's set up, what this is saying is that if a vulnerability comes in from Security Scorecard that is of a medium severity, and also Security Scorecard has graded the company, in other words, the asset of the company that Security Scorecard is grading, if Security Scorecard has judged that to be a C, we're going to go ahead and take these actions defined in the action creation tool here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to recast the finding severity from a medium to a high, because Security Scorecard grade on an asset is C, meaning the vuln risk is higher. And we're also going to assign it to a team. In this case, we're using our dynamic automation and using that mustache language to define the asset business owner team to go ahead and remediate this particular finding. And so that's just a quick peek at what you can do with automation Nucleus. It's driven by the metadata that comes in from the technology partners we have, like the wonderful Security Scorecard. And thanks for watching this very brief demo.